What's going on, you guys? Back with another video. I want to talk about 5 character traits of a narcissistic partner. Now, number one is manipulation, punishments, and silent treatments. And we are all familiar with that part of a relationship with a narcissist. That is one of the most used tactics of a narc partner is to manipulate you into feeling guilty for thinking a certain way so that you can, you know, take back what you said in response to something, very ridiculous if they said to you, or just anything just to make you feel like you're wrong for feeling the way you do. That's a big sign of manipulation in a relationship with a narc. And I mean, and the list goes long as far as the punishments and the reasons for the silent treatments. Number two is gaslighting. And they use this as an example, you know, to just kind of like disappear on you for you not giving them the correct response, you know. And an example of that is like when they withhold sex. Like when your narc partner withholds sex from you, it's mainly for two reasons. It's because they punishing you again for something that you said that they didn't take a liking to, they highly disagree with, and you're not gonna budge and take it back or give them the response they want, so they withhold sex from you. And they give you the silent treatment because they need you to constantly check in with them to see is everything okay. They get a thrill out of you running behind them, especially for sex. And they may even moved on so fast to where they're already sleeping with somebody else. I mean, I'm not saying that that always happens, but I won't be surprised when you're dealing with a narcissist because they are very selfish people that way. They move on very fast and they get back to you. When that supply runs out, they get back to you because you're giving it, you're offering them so much of what they need at the time, so they're gonna go ahead and give in and take you back or whatever. Number three is they are very inconsiderate of your feelings. Say for instance, they never buy you anything nice. If you tell your partner, like, if you just bring it up, like, like some of those partners that they are into certain things, and there's nothing wrong with that. They have certain hobbies or certain interests, things that they have a high passion in. It can be fashion, it can be something dealing with mechanics. you know some people, they like to fix up on older vehicles and collect classic cars or something. And you notice that they love to put a lot of money on things that they love to do, but they never put any money and any thought on you. And it's not even about the money, not about the amount of money. It's not about materialistic things at all. It's the thought that counts. And once you bring that to their attention, like, why you never buy me anything nice? And you're always with them because they need to put on a show to you for the things that interest them the most. Like, come on, ride with me, babe, to go see this truck that I want to start fixing on next. Or, come on with me to this place. I want to show you something that I've been thinking about investing into. It's just things like that that it'll drain you to the point to where you just start to feel like you're just a tag along and you're just there to applaud them at everything they do rather than just just having a genuine interest in what they're doing and just happy for them. You really don't have it in you to feel that way because they've already drained you, kind of like forcing you into getting into something that you really not into. Like, a guy could talk his girl's ear off talking about mechanics. Who wants to keep talking about that? Maybe she wants to talk about opening up a boutique or something like that, or a nail salon, a hair salon, or starting a makeup line, or just anything. He's not going to want to hear that from her. So it's like, but he expect her to, to just sit there while he talk her ear off about talking about fixing up on vehicles and stuff like that, and how much money he put in and showing you the progress over time until it just bores you to death. They are very inconsiderate of the fact that it's not all about you. You're not in this relationship alone. It's a give and take thing. I bought nice things for you at random moments. Why don't you ever do the same for me? The moment that you bring that up to your narc partner, you know, they get mad. They get mad about it, and they never really think of buying you things unless it benefits them, like buying you sexy lingerie or food. Oh, I've taken you out to eat. They'll throw it in your face like, how could you say that? I don't do this and I don't do that. I just took you out to a five-star restaurant. Like, I'm not talking about that. I don't care about food. That's the easy way out. On top of that, it benefits you as well, not just me. And now, a lot of times they do stuff as far as love bombing to where they treat you to things in order to get you, but they don't keep that up in order to keep you. It's just like they may throw that old classic ancient memory in your face to throw you off, to make you feel bad for feeling the way you do in that moment. And it's not even about that. It's about you're inconsiderate of the fact that I have needs and feelings, and not that I need material things, but it's just the thought that you never think of me in that way. Even if it's just so much as going buy me an artificial flower. Like me, I'm the type of person, I love houseplants. So if I'm in a relationship, I would expect that he would know that much about me as we learn a lot about each other. And it'll come a time where he would like to pick up something nice for me. Not all the time, though, not in a narcissistic way. But just notice that how selfish narcissists are in relationships. They really don't care too much about treating you to anything. They just need to keep you entertained and keep your attention and keep you applauding them and giving them credit for things that people do in everyday life. Like, what makes you special at doing this, and why do you need so much attention? Like, it becomes very draining. That's a red flag in a relationship that has become toxic if you don't speak up and point these things out and don't give them the room to even put you in that position to be like, okay, I'm sorry I even brought it up. Because they were quick to do that. They will make you think you're wrong for bringing something up. You know what? Just forget about it. You just ruined my whole day. And you don't know what I was probably thinking about doing this and that for you. That's a lie. They was not thinking about doing nothing for you. They just mad that you called them out in a moment and exposed their little selfish ways. But that's the type of stuff that you can expect from a narcissist, you know, character traits in a relationship. You know, they just hate to see you happy, and it's just like they can't fulfill your needs without it benefiting them or without them receiving credit in return. You know, it's just like they don't know how to maintain a relationship with their partner without strings attached. Like, now you owe me. I drove yesterday, today you drive. It's a constant keeping tabs on the way we do things. It's, I did this, so you did. Now it's your turn to, like, why can't you drive all the time, especially if you have a better running vehicle than me? Like, they just always need to be babied and just petted all the time and constantly reminded that they're special and they deserve special treatment and love and understanding at all times, even though they're not willing to give you that in return. Number four is an excuse for not doing better by you. It's like I was just mentioning, when it comes down to a money thing, they will turn the situation on money. Now, a partner who's considerate of what you're saying, they would say stuff like, well, you right, you right, and I apologize. I've just been so into myself. I really apologize for that because, you just been so good to me, and I love you, and I want to see you happy, and I want to be able to fulfill you in any way possible. That's how they will respond. But a narc, they'll listen to what you're saying, they'll get quiet, they'll kind of let it soak in, and then they're thinking of a way to be defensive. Oh Lord, they're gonna come back with, well, I buy what's important, and you have more money than me. It's gonna come up to, who's the breadwinner in the house and stuff like that. Then they may even belittle your spending habits and as a way of calling what you do worthless. Like it's not even worth what you spend money on, even though you spend money on them. They may even say stuff like, "I didn't ask you for that," because they don't know how to appreciate, when you're treating them well. That's why they don't know how to give it. They don't know how to receive it. So, of course, they're not going to know how to give it. It's like you have to teach them to be that way. You're pretty much training them to be who you need them to be. And you don't want that. You want a person who just automatically has those feelings for you to treat you well and give you what you deserve and fulfill your needs. You shouldn't have to, like just tell a person every single thing that they need to do in order to be what to be the partner you need them to be. And they also use reverse psychology, and it's something like I mentioned in yesterday's video, like they just say things just to make you kind of feel like if they mention things to you that you've already brought up to them, they're going to mention it to you in a gaslighting kind of way. And I know that's confusing. I hope y'all understand how, but like they'll say something like, if you bring something to their attention, hey honey, did you hear that they're going to discontinue a certain kind of car? Because they love cars, you know, and they're going to be like, what? And they're going to get to reading the articles on and looking for videos about it or whatever. And then the next day, they're going to bring that back up to you when you're the one who brought it to their attention. And you'll be like, I know, I told you that. And they don't like the fact that it's like a competition, like you beat me to this information and this is something I should have known about first, not you. Because I'm into cars, not you. So they may even respond to anger. Like I didn't say you didn't tell me first. And y'all know I always find it hilarious when they respond in rage over something so minor. Like, why are you getting mad? You know, I didn't say you didn't tell me first. I was just telling you. Well, I didn't need you to tell me because I told you, but okay. And you just hurry up and exit the conversation because you already know where it's going. And another thing they do is just kind of like fake this think positive crap. Like you should be the last one to tell someone to think positive. You're the most negative person that roams the earth. You do some of the most evil things and you want to tell me to think positive about something that's unrealistic. Like, shut up, because you're just so fake. It comes out in all forms. Then that's just kind of like to make you seem negative or like a downer. But don't let these narcissists get to you in a way to where you're constantly giving them the response that they need. Give them the response that you want them to have and cut the deck, and let them know that you just don't run nothing over here, So that's the end of this video. Thank y'all.